Now, those who are talking, when MPP were in power, who are those who caused us suffering? That is very soon and for another day. I'm coming at them. They should get ready and go to court and prove where I drink blood. They think I'm going to spare them? No. They won't have peace. You create trouble here, then you enter here. Enter here for what? Who's listening to me today? You'll be shocked to see what will happen. Evil people. I get to airport, I must be searched. I get to this place, this must happen to me. I'm in my car, they stop me. We must search the car. By only one man of God. Just because he said MPP was in power. This man of God, I told him, and he was joking with me. I said to him that when MPP comes, that was 2016, they will arrest you. He said, what I did? I said, they will arrest you. They arrested him. I have not started. They think they have a safe place here. And now to Sami Jamfi. Now to Sami Jamfi. NDC, listen. Sami Jamfi, those who stood for NDC, for God to bring the chosen one. Now on Sunday, you go to places to say, thank them. Thank them for what? What did he do? When he was speaking against your flag bearer, blood on his hands, we were working against it. Now you rush, you go. My son Sami Jamfi, you better stop this thing. I don't need glory. I need truth. NDC cannot take my life to heaven. I need truth. And I said this to Ghana. John Mahama is a very good man. I have never regretted knowing him and the whole family. This is how the election has gone. This is how everything was worked. Not what somebody is making boastfulness about. You are great. Great and so what? If you are great, even your auditorium, oh great man, you have not built auditorium. What is greatness for? They are going to see our fury soon. Now finally listen to me. Whatever you see, God is the doer. Badu Kobi is the channel. So God bless Niger Gezi prophet. God bless Jesus and Huanfe. God bless Opambo. God bless Ebenard. And God punish the evil ones. What most men of God in the land cannot talk about, I can talk about it. Fearlessly, without being afraid of anybody. And check the social media. Check Badu Kobi and what he can say in this land. Who is listening to me today? I came to Accra in 1999. In 2000, my first prophecy from God was about Akufo. Then, John Evans Atamos was coming. I did not talk about him. God told me, speak about John Akufo. I prophesied a relative through the person. I got access to John Kufuor's house. I told him what God said. I remember that particular time, his house, real. Not today. That face came. 2002, I came to prophesy Kufuor will win the 2004. 2002, then I prophesied about the president-elect, John Dramani Mahama, in this room. His relatives, one was called Eddie, another was called Lydia. Then the other one was called what? Paulina, Lydia, and Eddie Yaya from Bole. I prophesied them that there's a gentleman in their family. He will one day be president. And then they went and told him. When they told him, he laughed. Maybe the man of God, he's eating and the food is over him. And so he is just saying things. In this room, I prophesied about Ivory Coast War. That man who was in Palestine, what's the name? Who died? Gaddafi, yes, Gaddafi too, I said it. Zuma's removal, a whole lot. But let me concentrate on what I want to say today. So, when they told him, he thought, oh, this man, no, it's a lie. I left it. Did not say it again. Till 2007, then I came to say that, I came to speak about him again, and I left it. Now, 2008, myself and one of the deacons called Achi, we went to either Akwetia or Asamankesi. And when we were returning, it was 2008 elections campaign. We got to Nsawam, and there was President-elect John Dramani Mahama, then standing as vice presidential candidate for John Fifi Evans Atamils. The moment we got to where he was in the car, I told Dikenachi, if NDC will win the election, it's because of this man. That's why I'm mentioning name. And they were calling him Obama. And we crossed. And I even told, when we got there, because there was so much traffic, I told some of his team that because of this man, your party will come to power. Now let's put that aside. Then they win. Before they win, John Evans Atamils comes my way. How he comes my way, I can't explain. He comes to this office, this church, and comes to my office. And then I sat him down. He wanted to win. And so I sat him down. And I told him, do you want to win? He said, yes. I said, if you want it, there is only one person. That time, let me say, that time, he had not chosen his vice presidential candidate or whatever. I had also not met the Mahama at Insanwem then. So I told him, if you pick John Dramani Mahama, then you can win the elections. He is the person who will take over from you. In fact, it is he who is coming, but somebody must come ahead of him to bring him into office. So let John Evans Atamils, then alive, look at me in the face like this. I said, yes, sir. I'm telling you, it is your coming is not for you, it's for him. Pick him. He said, oh, Rollins, I'm mentioning names today. Rollins and the others are saying I should choose Betty Maud Idrisu. I said, don't listen to them, listen to me. So he listened and he told me at the table, I've heard you. I said, it doesn't matter what Rollins will do. Don't listen to him, listen to me. So he went, chose John Dramani Mahama, the current president-elect. And so it was after that I went to either Akwetia or Samankese because I'm into business. So I went out there. So I went with Dikenachi. So when we were returning, then we saw John Mahama in the open vehicle. Then I said, with this man, NDC will win. And fast forward, they won. I never met him because I never visited President Mills. That's my life. This John Mahama winning this one, people think Badu Kobi is going to, no. I'm going to do my work. When they go wrong, you hear my voice. When they go right, you hear my voice. I didn't go to Castle or to Jubilee House, never till he died. Only God knows what we said before his death. When John Evans Atamils was coming to me, the person who accompanied him was his aide. He's called Adade. I'm mentioning names today. Adade. I'm waiting for President Mahama to sit on the seat. Then I will tell Ghana a lot. Somebody clap for Jesus. Sometimes he will come here, John Evans Atamils himself. He will come here to this place. We meet estate, we meet here. I go to his house. So fast forward, he becomes president. I don't look for him. I never went to Jubilee. I never went to Castle. No, because he was first in Castle before he moved to Jubilee. I'm showing you exactly. He died, and before he died, I came to this auditorium and I prophesied. John Evans Atamils is about to die. He will die on so date. I mentioned the date, and he died on that date. Who is listening to me? Who can testify apart from you? Pastor Nyansambuakwa. I'm saying with evidences. That one came to pass, and there enter John Dramani Mahama, the man that was prophesied to be president, and he thought it was not so. Now he takes over, and then for his election, I decree and I say by prophecy, he will win, and he wins. And he comes on the seat. Now everybody listen to me. I never look for him. Never, not once. The man who was serving him, drink tea, drink this, was my man. He will come to me. I still never look for him. I am not a presidential prophet. I'm a king. I never look for him till we met. And our first meeting was Okale's place, Okale's funeral. And we spoke. After that, everything that was tried for us to meet, no. He went through the elections. And then, after he lost, for every message, I had to send it. I sent it. Compliance or no compliance, it happened. Then, after the elections, we met. And I told him, you are coming back. And some prophets came and said, he will never come back. His hands is with blood. May God punish them. Your hands are soiled with blood. You are carrying coffin. God will never bring him again. Atamils, tears is in the realms. Atamios is crying because he killed him. And I kept saying, it's not true. It is not true. Now, when I met him, then I saw what some men of God have spiritually done against him so that he will never come to power. They have let me use my words well. They have spiritually done some things that it will never, so that their words will come to pass. So I now started unloosing the things they've done. No man of God in the land of Ghana has suffered about this man, President John Dramani Mahama, than Badu Kobi. Let anybody shouting, making noise, keep quiet. I had to now work on it, because some of them flashed him in terms of they wrote his name, put it in toilet, flashed it. Yes, that's the extent they went to. So what had I to do? I had to now rewind, restore, get the whole things back. How do we do it? Money, a whole lot. Was it from his hand? No. Because God told me, the prophecy I told you in 2002, now I've brought the man to you. You must get him back to power. Today, I will not tell the world my personal times with President John Mahama. No, I won't tell the world. I will tell the world after he becomes president. Where were they when in the night they were asleep and we were somewhere listening to things and to know what to do? God punish any man of God making noise about this victory. So that went on. So I had to now lose the whole things. Then, highest by 2019. And I will not tell you our discussions. I won't tell you myself and President our discussions. No, I will say it after he sits on the seat. So by 2019, now the same Ghana which said, John Mahama, we don't need you. Now they were calling him back. How do they call a man they have thrown away spiritually, which manifested in the physical, that we don't need him? How were they now calling him back? It was a work. Say a prophetic work. Say a spiritual work. And as at that time, the person who joined me, because I won't throw him away now, the person who was speaking for him was Prophet Nigegezi. He came and joined. That's me. I am not envious. I'm not jealous about anybody. And I don't need anybody's thing. So he came and joined, and then it became like he's with me. And even as I speak to you today, we are close. We are nice. I won't destroy Prophet Nigel, and he won't destroy me. And it went on. Then 2020 elections, we went. Only MPP knows if they won. I repeat, only New Patriotic Party know if they won. The good man, John Mahama he said, Prophet, let's leave it. God's time will come. An election after John Mahama went through, President Mahama went through, that election after, it was tears. Did MPP win? No. But what could we do? Election that can be mentioned over 5 times. And then you hear, Badu Kobi's prophecy has failed. I was laughing. The 2016 prophecy, the one day, I'm taking my time. When President Mahama comes, then I will explain the 2016 prophecy. And I was the one who came and told the whole Ghana, the machines have been tampered with. People thought I was joking. Why? It was not. Badu Kobi, you pass here, I'm here. Except I say I won't talk. I'm so smart than this man. I'll be quiet watching you. I won't say anything. That's why I said on 31st here that MPP has not won elections before. It's not other contestants concerning candidates of NPPU. I'm talking about Nanado. John Kufuor won 2000. It's 2004 that they know what happened. Even the 2004, I said it before we went for election. I said the 2004 elections, it is for them. But until they do what they do. 2020 came. That time, President Obama was able to come up, shock them. It even shook those who prophesied and said he can't come back to power again. And they were now saying, hey, he was able to get social votes. I was quite laughing. Because in what I did, now comes 2020. And he loses in their own way. Then 2024 is here. Now for President Obama to go 2024, let me say this. For NDC to hear, they thought he just came. After he sits on the seat, I'll tell Ghana whether it was just to appear or there was resistance. This man, what I know, plenty don't know. Now they are coming to take glory. When we were working so that those who are resisting will step aside, where were they? You have seen NDC win parliamentary seats like water, right? The way they won, you are shocked, eh? It was Badu Kobi's work. This is it. This is the NDC parliamentary candidates across Ghana. This is their name. It has been in my room for months, almost a year, for them to win. Let any prophet in Ghana tell me what they did for the parliamentary to be so. Because, now I'm taking you back. I came here 2022. I should have said it on 31st December 2021, just 1 year after elections of 2020, that John Mahama will win 2024. But it was because that day, IGP has said no prophet must prophesy. So I shifted it to, I think, the first or the second. And then I came and I prophesied on a Sunday, and I said, God has given the 2024 seat to NDC, and that nobody can take it from their hand. And I said, MPP can bring Bawumia, Alan Bawumia, they will not win. And some people came and wrote on Facebook, NDC prophet. And I'm not sad to be called NDC prophet. Oh. Do you know why? Because what the person Ghana needs now is the one who has come. Bawumia is also a fine gentleman, but Ghana doesn't need him.
Your favorite way to send money to Ghana is back. We're excited to announce that Tap Send is back and better than ever. After a brief pause, we are happy to resume our mission of providing fast, affordable, and secure money transfers to Ghana. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Tap Send is working power. And remember, tell your loved ones abroad to send money through Tap Send to stand a chance to win big in the December Sambra promo. Tap Send. Papa no.
Now, so remember one day I came and told you, highest 3 months ago, I said, God says, in the morning, God spoke to me before I came to church. I said, I love Bawumia, but my plans are for Mahama. Why are you not here? I said it because God told me, not that, but I don't have anything against Bawumia, but it is for John Mahama. I said, God, why? He said, for now, my program, my design, everything, it is John Mahama mixed with it. To God, it was time for Nkokon Ketenkete. So I prophesied January, first 2 days of January in 2022, and I said John Mahama will win. NDC will win. That time they are not choosing John Mahama. So NDC will win a whole lot. And I even said, God said that as evidence, if it doesn't happen, they should come and burn this church. The moment I said it, men of God were angry. Why do you use? I said, God said I should say what I should say. Who is listening to me? Now those who were then speaking against him are now turning to come and tell us they made the victory come. For the way. I saw in 2022 that when I prophesied about his coming, I saw that he will win. But one problem, I said there are two problems. One was this. Because if he wins and the people don't increase, the MPs don't increase, he can't govern Ghana. What did I see? I saw he had won, but the MPs were not up to the level, so it was him and MPs ruling Ghana. That is why this paper is in my hand. So I had to get this thing, work on it every 7th of every month. This paper must undergo what it must undergo spiritually, because there must be a turnaround. Now, who is saying? They are saying what? That he's coming for 4 years. Then MPP need to work on themselves well, because he's going 8 years. I've said it public. I said it about a year ago. I said it 2 years ago. I'm not saying it now. I said it before we went for elections. I said it a year ago. Mama, were you here when I said it? And I said it 2 years ago that John Mahama is not coming for 4 years, so he's coming for 8 years. Except he doesn't want it. It is established. Who is listening to me? Except he doesn't want it. Because God can decide to give you something. You say, I don't want it. But if you want, it's established. Nobody can change it. So MPP better write their nose very well. Their first half is 8 years. When I started Prophetic, I was young to understand some things. But as I grew into it, I understood some things. This election was won not by power alone. It is power and wisdom. Now, some questions today. Why did Alan leave MPP? They should ask Badu Kobi from the spiritual. You can't let a formidable party lose. Can I say it again? When a party is formidable, they don't lose elections. So if you want it to be easy, scatter. Let the prophets come and talk and let's hear them. Let them say if they know. So, number one, in my time with God, he said, Badu Kobi, prophesy and say Alan will leave the party. And I came and prophesied. It's on this social media, is there? And I came and said Alan Chamanti will leave the party, not Kennedy Agyapong. Because if I let them two go, it won't work well. One will come back. So I must leave one to do the internal harassment and leave one to do the external harassment. Somebody once met me and said, Prophet, it seems you don't talk. I said, I talk inside. So, my meeting with God, we had to plan. Say plan. He said, we are going to do this way, this way, this way, this way. So, Alan must leave. And I prophesied before we did the direction, God's direction, I did it for Alan. And I came and I told all of you, there will be confusion in MPP party. Who remembers? I said it. I said, you know, when I was saying it, God was using me to do it. I said, they should question me. Why all these things happen? I have the blueprint. President Mahama himself admitted in one of his interviews with Kofi Addo, he said he didn't know, but he got to know after 2016 elections laws that elections are spiritual and natural. So when did I start prophesying about 2024 elections? 2022. I would have done it 31st December 2021. I did it because of Dampare. So why did I say MPP cannot win? No, now I'm coming to something to shock you. Why did I say MPP cannot rig 2024 elections? I know why I said so. Because to rig is the natural. To let the person or to stop the person from rigging is spiritual. So number one, Alan, out. Number two, confusion in the MPP party, delivered. Number three, rigging cannot work. And I came and I said on 31st December 2023, at first, angry with IGP, I said, MPP, listen to me. These elections, you can't rig. Why? I had finished the spiritual. So I must tell them it won't work. When I went for UTV, you cook. Go and check. It's there. I said, MPP will never win this year's election. And I said, they should write it down. Why? Finished. I can show you the date. 2024, early. 2024, mid. For which elections finished. So they said we prophesy and we fail. So this time, we didn't only prophesy. That's why I was quiet when they were prophesying. I did not only look at the prophecy, I did the spiritual work. Clap before I continue. I had my team out of Ghana. Financial, spiritual team also out of Ghana. And if I tell you resources that we have used spiritually, no prophet in Ghana can tell me so. If I mention that amount, you will shake. Why MPP is shocked is that this elections was spiritually tied in the spiritual. Our problem was this last minute when an enemy joined and wanted to use bad means to destroy it. That was only our problem. On the 1st of October, President John Mahama invited men of God to pray for him. And somebody came there that after the meeting, Badu Kobi should die. Here I am. So that when Badu Kobi dies, then he will take over. I am not going to compete with anything about anybody. But what they came in with, back to them and their children and their children's children. They are even surprised I'm still alive. And they are still planning another way. But I will not die. It will affect them and their children's children. And for that matters, I'm waiting after President Mahama sits on the seat. We go see in Ghana. Sometimes NDC people will text me, Daddy, are we going to win? I'll tell them, let's pray. I'd never wanted, I once told their flag bearer, I don't want to say things for people to be complacent. They will not do anything. So when people were saying, NDC will win, if you check me, I was quiet. Oh, then a prophet will come on the social media. I had a vision. NDC had won. But why don't you also speak? I won't say anything. I've already spoken. I was doing the spiritual work. So the question is, rigging was stopped. Now, 31st July, it was a day. That's the last day of July, the last day of the 7th month. So it was the day I was going through the spiritual. And then, today I'm saying in public, then God told me, 2021 into 2022, your brother, Prophet Victor Kusi told his son, who is the current General Secretary of MPP, that as long as he becomes General Secretary, MPP will win 2024. And God told him, Kobi, let me tell you, boldly, listen to me. Prophet Victor Kusi is your brother. But for these elections, I won't give to him, I'll give to you. This is how God described the matter. Let me say it. In the same way, let me talk to you. God told me he loves Prophet Victor Kusi. I don't care what Ghanaians will say just because of the cathedral. That's their matter. I don't care about that. I'm talking about God. I love my son. He's so obedient to me when it comes to doing what must be done. I've given him power. That's why he says, and it comes to pass. In fact, for some time till 2024, everything he says comes to pass. God said, I've given him power. That's why he says everything, it comes to pass. But for this one, I'm not going to give to him. I'm going to give to you. So he is not a false prophet. Anybody anywhere can speak against him. What did God say about him to me? Powerful, great, but it is not for him. That's why he himself, last Sunday, he said in his church, he doesn't know why it happened so. It didn't happen this time for him. He's a great man of God. He's a good man of God. He's going somewhere in life. Doesn't matter what Ghanaians will say about him. But God said, this is not for you. It's for Badu Kobi. It's not for the person who is making noise. Some NDC people were working against John Mahama not to win so that they will come to be the next flag bearer. Who destroyed it? Emmanuel Badu Kobi. I won't mention names. So when I was on UTV, I said it to GhPage and those who watched. I'm about to land, so listen. So for you to see the date, Pastor Toba, come and see. I say things, I'll give it the exact. What's the date? 30 what? 31st, 31, 7, 24. It's 31st July. Whose name is there? Prophet Victor Kusi Boateng. God just suspended his for me. It was a covenant with me. Now let me say this. On the day of your elections, Pastor Toba, enter my car where I sit. The tickets are there where I sit. Go and open, bring it out fast. On the day of elections, when you were voting, Eldakwa was in village, Pastor Wright was in Accra, I was in Kumasi, walking through Kumasi, stopping everything that will function. So at 4 o'clock in Kumasi, they were calling people, won't you come out and vote? Now let me tell you why it happened so. God told me that if MPP have people, NDC can win. It is second round. But the second round, this is how it had to go. If we had gone second round, Mahama would have won over 60%. It would have shocked the whole Ghana. Not the 56. So heaven told me that, Badu Kobi, for these elections, if MPP vote, it will go the second round. So God, what do we do? He says, let's work for voter apathy. That means it's our party, but we won't go and vote. Is that so? He said yes. So what do we do? We have to, I sent electronic copies to you. Here it is. I was in Kumasi on election day. Here's the ticket. I entered and called the prophet. I said, I love you, but you won't win. Voter apathy. So how do we do it? He said, Ashanti is where we must do the main thing. But before then, he said, let's do it across Ghana. Mr. Beautiful, the day we connected to sacrifice against apathy, I was with you. I was with you. So that after that, by that direction, then every region, there will be voter apathy. And some regions, they will come up. Now let me shock all of you. If you check 2020, what NDC received, and if you check 2024, what NDC received, just a little difference. But if you check MPP 2020, you check MPP 2024, it is called spiritual divine calculations. So prophet making noise. I did it. Let him come. Let him come. What was done? Every evidence here. So our party to MPP, then NDC people can vote. Are you hearing me? It is spiritual mathematics. That is how NDC won. And for 2028, the calculation is in my hand. The only time problem came was from just this October coming. The wrong people entered and decided to use wrong means. And that's why I came to church and I called most of you. I said, let's, as a church, let's begin to pray for what? Mercy. And we pray for how many days? 8 days. Why 8? Because NDC is at number 8. When Kwadwo Nkansah died, the person they nominated, Roman father, is my spiritual son. MPP wanted to give him money. I said, don't accept. And he did not accept. And I said, don't also say you stand. Stand, because number 8 has been worked with. We can't change it. Only God knows what Badu Kobi has gone through.